Okay, so speaking of Captain America, they have experienced quite the drop in box office sales in week 2. 82%, was it?
That's disgusting. That is absolutely awful. I mean, so there is a standard kind of Marvel drop off for Marvel films. You know, you do about 60, sometimes for the bad ones 70%. Over 82%, over 80% is crazy.
Yes.
Over 80% is insane.
Like I remember, I think Doctor Strange did like 70.
They lost over
something.
3/4 of the audience
Yeah.
in 1 week. And then you really kind of count it as being fortunate to have made the money that it's already made, because the first weekend was a heavy weekend, right? You had early previews on Thursday, and you had President's Day on Monday. So that weekend was bookended by extra days. There is just like, and you got to just below $200 million in that 4-day weekend, that long weekend. Well, I guess 5 days if you count the Thursday previews. So you got to 195 million in that, then lost 82% of it the next week.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That is not good. And I understand that everybody wants to kind of pitch this off as, oh, well, you know, it'll get right. We got Fantastic Four coming. We got Daredevil coming. We got this. We got that. We got Thunderbolts. And man, not with an 82% drop in week 2. Ant-Man Quantumania did better than that, y'all. We're going backwards. I don't understand how we keep expecting this return to normalcy with Doomsday and Secret Wars and Fantastic Four, when these are the projects that they're still making today. They're still making them. They're worse than they were a year ago. They're getting worse. Why the confidence that Fantastic Four is going to be a knockout? Why the confidence that Thunderbolts is going to be a good movie? Why? What evidence do we have of that? They would have to exceed the recent performances at Marvel by a mile for those projects to be successful at this point. I don't really get where the general, although it'll be good when we get to this, because like we can't even put together coherent projects in the middle. So why so much confidence about the big stuff?
I think I agree with Thunderbolts not doing it, because what's the name recognition behind Thunderbolts? Whereas with Fantastic Four
has never been a moneymaker. What other Fantastic Four movie did you guys see that made a bunch of money?
As far as movies, I mean, they've been stinkers.
I mean, the first 2 were somewhat popular, but they didn't make a bunch of money, right? With Alba and Michael Chiklis and no.
Oh, I'm thinking of
Fan Four Stick. And that movie fucking bombed.
Yeah.
That was the last outing, right? Fantastic Four has never been a box office blazer. So it's already a project that hasn't really proven itself to be Avengers level as it is. You really got some stink around that title in terms of brand recognition, right? Like you had some truly awful movies coming off of that title. You as a studio are struggling to put together coherent projects, things that actually make sense, right? Like 1 + 1 = 2 kind of stuff, right? Sam Wilson flying through warheads. Yes, I understand the shield is indestructible, but are his human bones behind it? You know, the ones that are lacking a serum?
Yeah, his bones aren't made of adamantium, so what are we doing here? You know, I was going to say, you know, at least this Fantastic Four is connected to the MCU, but I can't say that because
coming
it's
from
in
a different
universe and in a different time.
Most of this movie that you'll see over the summer will be in a place that is not tied to the MCU that you know. Now, obviously, I think they're going to come here, but still, you know, most of the movie is going to be in 60s land or 50s land.
Yeah, and then the movie has to be good to warrant week 2 sales. So, to your point, if it's not good, it's going to suffer the same fate.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, the same thing for the Thunderbolts. So, I don't know. We'll see. We will see.